First, though, tonight at 5:30, the faithful versus non-believers. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Sunny Abata.
And I'm Bob Fryer. It's all about prayer at public meetings right before. The Atheists of Florida suing the Lakeland City Commission, saying that opening prayers violate the Constitution at public meetings. The mayor tried to get that suit tossed out, but a federal judge said, the atheists have a right to push this case. Joining us now to debate this issue, attorneys Larry Walters and from the Florida Family Policy Council, John Stemberger. Gentlemen, good to have both of you here. Larry, let's start it off. Praying before a public meeting, a clear violation of the separation of church and state, or no?
Well, what the recent case found is that if you exclude certain faiths or you invite only members of a given faith to pray before a meeting, that's a problem. Prayer before meetings has been fairly well indoctrinated into the fabric of our culture, but the problem comes in where the government focuses on one particular faith, such as the Christian faith, and to the exclusion of all others. That is problematic under the First Amendment.
John, is that where you see the problem? Would you have a problem if one of the prayers was a Muslim prayer before a meeting?
There's a long list of ministers that they choose from. In order to do this. Lakeland is clearly within their rights to say a prayer to open their city commission meetings. I mean, this goes on in the United States Congress. Matters are open with prayer. This has been done since the beginning of time. But
have they opened it up to other religions? From what I understand, and 99% of the time it's been of a Christian faith.
Yeah, that's
the bottom line is that that's not the issue in this case. The atheists don't want any prayer at all. That's the problem. The First Amendment
that's not true. The atheists want a moment of silence. The atheists have asked for a moment of silence to represent their non-belief in a ritual before the city commission meeting. And Judge Kavakovich agreed that there's a problem out there. There's something fishy in Lakeland because they're only inviting Christian faith representatives 99% of the time. That's unconstitutional. That's a problem.
Well, the atheists can't have it both ways. Either they are a religion or if they're not a religion. Okay, so the point is that actually systematically secular humanist has been shown to be a religion, and so I don't think that a moment of silent meditation is something that's wrong. It's within their discretion as to whether or not they do a prayer or a moment of silent meditation.
Why does this always?
This is clearly constitutional.
Why does this always come down to a fight? Why can't praying be kept in a church, or even a moment of silence be kept in wherever you hold a moment of silence, and in whatever church you choose to attend, and out of the buildings where everybody pays their taxes to support, regardless of whatever religion they choose to support?
That's exactly what the state of Florida requires under its constitution. It mandates that there can be no public aid to faiths in the state of Florida. And opening these city commission meetings with a specific denomination's prayer is problematic because it's an indoctrination of that particular religion's
I totally disagree. That's an incorrect version of the law. This is completely constitutional. The commission is entirely within their rights. This goes on in the U.S. Congress.
Judge Kavakovich didn't agree with that. Judge Kavakovich disagreed completely with your position and indicated that there's a problem out in Polk County, out in Lakeland, and in fact they've gone to the lengths of arresting some of these atheist representatives on bogus, trumped-up charges after they've raised these issues. There's clearly a problem out there with law enforcement and the city of Lakeland and their approach to this issue.
When you're disruptive to public meetings, you normally get arrested. But people who want to just peacefully express their faith, it's not a problem. They're going to prevail. The city of Lakeland will prevail, I predict, because they're on all fours. This is constitutional. Our nation is a religious nation, and this is just a natural expression of letting citizens express their faith before a public meeting.
So far, the wind is blowing in favor of the plaintiffs and the atheists. So we'll see what happens in court.
John Stemberger and Larry Walters, gentlemen, a good debate. Good to have both of you here.